Maushold recently made headlines by winning the Baltimore Regional Championships, a remarkable feat that showcases its incredible versatility in VGC. Traditionally seen as both a support and offensive Pokemon, Maushold's flexibility extends far between this binary role. Whether it's built to be defensive, supportive, or offensive, Maushold can be a key asset on a team. Its capacity to adapt to nearly any role makes it a Pokemon that consistently surprises opponents, providing immense strategic value for any trainer. When examining Maushold's defensive potential, it is clear that the Pokemon is more than just a frail-looking support piece. One of its most notable abilities is called Friend Guard, and it allows its allies to take 3/4 damage from all incoming attacks. Not only this, but its capacity to redirect moves toward itself with moves like Follow Me provides indispensable protection for its partner Pokemon in a doubles format. While its base stats may seem underwhelming at a first glance, a defensively invested Maushold can actually prove quite bulky. With proper training, especially when EVs are invested in HP and defense, Maushold can become surprisingly difficult to KO. The current VGC metagame, which lacks an abundance of strong fighting-type attackers, further enhances Maushold's effectiveness as a defensive Pokemon. Without consistent threats from fighting-type moves, one of Maushold's greatest weaknesses, it can thrive and continue its role of shielding its teammates. The introduction of the Terastal phenomenon in Scarlet Violet also plays a crucial role here, as it allows Maushold to terastalize into a more defensively sound type, completely flipping the type chart on its head and mitigating its weaknesses. To bolster its defensive capabilities, many Maushold sets carry Covert Cloak, an item that grants immunity to flinching caused by Fake Out. This is a significant advantage in a format where Fake Out can frequently disrupt strategies. Typical moves on defensive Maushold include Beat Up, Taunt, Follow Me, and Protect. Notably, Beat Up is often used in conjunction with its common partner, Annihilate, a combination so impactful that it deserves its own separate analysis, which will be linked in the top corner of the screen. While Maushold often takes a supportive role in tandem with its defensive or offensive roles, its support capabilities alone should not be underestimated. As a support Pokemon, Maushold's primary goal is to enable its teammates to succeed, whether by disrupting the opposing Pokemon with moves like Taunt, ensuring its survival with Follow Me, or applying pressure through attacks like Population Bomb. Some players may opt to lean even more into Maushold's support role by running Encore instead of an attacking move like Population Bomb or Beat Up. This allows Maushold to lock opponents into undesirable moves, creating strategic opportunities to capitalize on opponents' mistakes. However, this particular set is not as popular in the current metagame, as many trainers prefer to keep Maushold as a hybrid between support and another role, maximizing its adaptability. Offensive Maushold builds are relatively straightforward, but no less dangerous. Typically, offensive Maushold variants run a similar moveset to the defensive builds, often swapping out Beat Up for Population Bomb. Population Bomb is a move with potential to hit up to 10 times, making it one of the highest damage outputs in the game if it lands successfully. The offensive variant's effectiveness hinges largely on how Maushold is trained. Rather than focusing on defensive EVs, offensive Maushold sets typically invest heavily in speed and attack, allowing it to act quickly and hit hard. In this role, Maushold transforms into an aggressive threat capable of overwhelming opponents, especially when backed up by teammates that can provide additional offensive pressure or disruption. Despite the different roles Maushold can fill, its moveset remains surprisingly consistent across the builds. The true secret to unlocking Maushold's potential lies not in its moveset or item choices, but in how it's trained and used. Maushold's EV spread, whether focused on bulk for a defensive build or speed and power for an offensive one, can make all the difference in determining how it fits into a team's overall strategy. Maushold's victory at the Baltimore Regional Championships is a testament to its incredible versatility and strategic depth. Whether functioning as a defensive wall, a disruptive supporter, or an offensive powerhouse, Maushold can play any role when it's trained appropriately. Its ability to adapt, coupled with the lack of strong threats like fighting types in the current metagame, and the added utility of terastallization, has made Maushold a standout Pokemon in the VGC format. Ultimately, its success lies not just in its moveset, but how it is trained and deployed, proving that Maushold is a Pokemon capable of excelling in a variety of situations. Thank you all for watching.